Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today we're going to be doing some L4 missions in a ship I've never shown you guys before. That is the Nighthawk. The Nighthawk is a T2 battlecruiser, and the reason why I wanted to start doing this is because I was actually suggested by a viewer that they can use the T2 battlecruisers in missions because prices recently of battleships have been just going through the roof. Well, not really recently, it's been going on for quite a while now actually. You know, the whole industry scarcity stuff that has happened, stuff really costs so much, especially the battleships. So that's why if you go down to the battlecruisers, they're actually pretty cheap. So if we look at a Drake, for example, Drake, I think it goes for like 70 million or something like that. Drakes are pretty cheap actually. They're not like a really expensive ship at all, like 70 million, I think even less than Jita. Now we're using the Tech 2 variant, so it's obviously going to cost more. So this is the Nighthawk. But the Nighthawk is a lot better than the Drake as well. So in Jita this costs, 400 million, something like that. This whole fit in total cost me, I think it was like 500 or something million. And we're using some faction mods as well, these Caldari navies, large shield extenders, to get a boss tank. So if you see here with the shield command bursts, they amplify your shields. We have some decent tank, 175k EHP buffer, and then 880 DPS. Now this is the thing, you can have a lot more DPS on this. I think you can even approach 10k not 10k but 1k DPS if you have a maxed level command ship skill, because I've only got command ship skill to level 3. And if we see here, when we have got command ships, we get 10% bonus to launcher rate of fire, so we get 20% more than this actually. So that'll be pretty much, I think it will actually give us over 1k DPS. So that is a lot of DPS for considering how tanked this battlecruiser is, like a rock solid battlecruiser. Such a big buffer, gankers won't be an issue, and we've got a decent amount of passive regen as well. It's not at all something to neglect right here. With the damage control as well, overall it's just a really tanky ship. I've got this MWD over here just to give us a bit of extra speed boost if we need that. So I was thinking of doing a few different tests of different types of Nighthawk fits. So first I'm going to try a heavy assault cruiser fit, or not heavy assault cruiser, but heavy assault missile launcher fit. This is the close range but high DPS weapons you can use. And then later I'll probably some other time I'll use a heavy missile launcher fit that gives us extra range, because I think the heavy missile launcher will be actually better in the L4 missions, because you often need to have the good range in the L4 missions since stuff tends to be very far away from time to time. So I think the heavy launchers will actually be better, even though they have less DPS. But we're going to try first with heavy assault missiles at least. So I'm going to try here to find a mission that doesn't take a whole lot of time, but still that we can maybe get through this. So let's try this smuggler intervention one right here in Nasirari. Let's go here, take the Nighthawk, and go to work. One thing that's really nice about the Nighthawk is it's just there's boss resistances. So this is actually not a good ship for the mission system I run in. I run the missions in Heora. Heora has a more likelihood for having Amar pirates, because the Amar pirates are like local, and this is an Amarian system you see here. So missions will have a higher likelihood to have like Amar pirates in these kind of pirate missions. And they do EM damage, and we don't have naturally a good EM resist. You can see here I have 64%, and then look at these other two right here. 93% thermal, and then 89% kinetic. So this will be best in like Galenta space, because you can wreck the Serpentis. Serpentis do a lot of thermal damage, I think it is, and they have a low kinetic resist, so you'll be doing good damage because it gets a bonus to particularly the kinetic missiles. And then you'll be tanking like an absolute boss with this 90% plus thermal resistance. Like, you will take no damage when you go there. I mean, tank is even overkill. We could probably just then at that point, if we were going up against Serpentis, could just replace it with application mods, maybe even more damage mods, maybe speed mods or something, because the tank would just be too much. Alright, let's swap this location. But here we're going to be against Angels. So Angels are going to be doing explosive and I think also EM damage. So it won't be so good, considering those are our two lowest resist types. So I guess it will be a good test of tank. But our kinetic damage type is suboptimal. It is not bad, but it is suboptimal, because the best damage type to do against the Angels is the explosive damage. Second best one to do is kinetic. So it will still be like, it'll be somewhat optimal, but not completely optimal. It will be just before optimal, you could say. Alright, let's jump in here and wreck these guys. The MWD, I'm using it just because you often have to move around a lot in L4 missions, and that's why it could be useful to have something that can get you to move a bit. Alright, there's a lot of NPCs right here, and I think you can finish this by just going to the next room. You don't even have to kill all these guys. Let's try doing that. Move forward here. The Nighthawk doesn't seem to be particularly fast. I mean, it is a battle cruiser. I'm saying it based off cruiser standards, so almost always the battle cruisers are going to be slower than their cruisers. The cruisers that like really are slow maybe can sometimes be slower than certain battle cruisers that are very fast, especially the Minmatar ones. They're very fast. Okay, no, we have to actually kill everything here. So this is actually something where it's going to be a bit annoying because we've got very short range. So we'll go to Caldari Navy. Maybe have some somewhat range here. We're going to have to wreck all these guys here. A lot of NPCs to get through. So now, where's our range? 21 kilometers. But at least we have an MWD, so we can get in range pretty quickly with the heavy assault missiles. Like we've just now got in range of this group right here, so it's not too bad. And I think we can just go for the rage, actually, because these guys are pretty close. Nothing's hitting? Okay, now we've got something hitting. That's good. We can turn off our MWD now. We don't need to have it on. And we'll turn the volume down a bit. It's quite loud. Okay, we'll take out the drones, too. Have these drones go in, and we tank so good. Like, look at this tank. Could definitely fit this with more damage, to be honest, considering how well we're tanking this. And we're also doing some decent damage to all this stuff here that's pretty close. Obviously really crap range, 18 kilometer range. It's like not nice, but we do have a MWD, and something that could be an option is to put a skirmish command burst. They're not actually that good on the Nighthawk because it doesn't get a bonus to them. The Nighthawk gets a bonus to shield command bursts and information command bursts. The skirmish command bursts, they're actually not bonused, and they can make it so that you can actually go faster in your speed. Like the way these command bursts here, they're boosting our shield capabilities. The same way the skirmish command bursts can actually boost our propellant abilities or MWD capabilities. Okay, I'm gonna send those drones on that guy over there. Oh, there's a Gistum smash over here. I'm gonna have to use that MWD to get in range. Let's see now. We'll probably want to move towards these guys here and sort of do a little bit of a drive-by over here. Lock these guys up. Go for this battle cruiser over here. It's going to take a bit of time to chew through him, but we'll get through him eventually. So now my drones are withering away that Gistus Legionnaire. So at least they're doing something. We've got 5 light drones, so that's nice. You had at least some complementary damage that can hit out pretty far. And also an option for frigates. I mean, you are probably going to apply somewhat decently if you put the Caldari Navy ammunition in to frigates, because the thing is, the Nighthawk gets a bonus to the explosion radius of its missiles. So that is really nice for getting some good applied DPS going on. And if we did have actually some application modules, I think a missile guidance computer probably would be the best option, since you could switch between range and application. You would be hitting like a truck to these little frigates, because combined with the natural bonus we get to the explosion radius, you see it, explosion radius, yeah, it'll be really good, really damn good. Just wish the range was a bit longer, but you can't have everything. I think the Damnation, the Amar Tech 2 battlecruiser, can get a bonus to its range that is more than the Nighthawk. It's a bit better there, but it's not got as good DPS, it seems like. Let's look up these guys over here and activate MWD2. We can have the drones go for this guy over here who's deciding to deviate from the others. Can reload this one as well. Just make our way towards this group over here. Oh man, look at this tank. Like, we're basically just AFKing here, just taking full damage from all these guys. It doesn't matter. Does not matter. The Nighthawk goes straight through. It's very chill as well, because you always want to be a little bit careful for gankers and alpha missions, but it's going to be pretty hefty gank fleet that will be needed to kill this Nighthawk, and I can imagine not everyone will be bothered with that. And also, catalysts would be pretty useless, or not useless, but they would not be as strong against a Nighthawk, since they have really good kinetic and thermal damage, and that's the damage type the catalysts do with their blasters, kinetic and thermal. Just not get out of range of this defeater over here. Gistum defeater. Let's take him out first before we get close to these guys. Can have our drones go for these frigates, actually. That'll probably be a good investment of our drones. Or the time investment of our drones. You need to invest your time of your drones to something. We're going to invest it into taking out these little frigates. Scrubby little frigates. We're not cap stable with the MWD on. We are cap stable, however, with it off. That's important. But we can't use the MWD forever. We could probably bling the MWD and get cap stability. I think that's possible. Let's see even. Maybe we can actually check right now. Go with the DM. Oh, do you see my drones? They really messed up those guys real quick. Let's see now. Corellum A-type. Ooh. Gistum. Corellum A-type. Wow, it's almost cap stable there. It's pretty expensive though. Now I can turn off the MWD. Don't need to have it on. And to be honest, you could also put maybe, instead of having these command bursts, you just have a salvage or tractor beam. That could maybe be an opportunity as well. You could have to make it a bit easier to loot stuff if you want to do that too. If that's the way you feel like doing your alpha missions. I'll make our way towards the acceleration game. I was thinking transfer conduit because I do lots of abyss sites. So I'll make my way towards the transfer conduit. But here I'm thinking, okay, it's a different thing. Acceleration game instead. Let's see. There we go. Take out this guy. I can have the drones go for the liquidator over here. I mean, it is some DPS from those drones. There are 5 Tech 2 light drones. 92 DPS. That's like almost like a frigate, you could say, or basic Tech 1 frigate DPS. You've got there, just with you by your side. Oh, no, we don't want to get out of range. Yeah, we're getting out of range. Move towards the Gist Commander. Gist Commander. It may be actually an option to go with like an active tank here, since the resistances are so high on this ship. You'll be get some good like recharge with your active tank. But I like the passive tanks in that we've got big buffer, so it's pretty safe towards gankers, and then also that it'll be requiring more bling to use an active tank. So you have the big bling boosters and all that kind of stuff. But I've also heard that I was watching a guy, I think he's called Stitch K or something like that, a guy who does a lot of PvP. He was talking about the Nighthawk in PvP, and he was saying that he had some power grid issues, which makes him not as good active tank or something like that. So it seems like naturally it's not a good active tank ship just because of that fitting. But I've never actually tried fitting an active tank, so maybe it is just for particularly PvP, an active tank variant of active tank is not that great. I'll move towards the acceleration gate right here. Man, it looks so cool. I love the fact that it's got the Kala Kyoto skin. Kala Kyoto skin ships I just love so much. I paid 3 billion ISK to get my golem to have a Kala Kyoto skin. It's a big price for a skin, but I really like his black and red color scheme, and it's really nice to have your ships matched too. Let's see, you can even try fitting maybe a large shield booster Nighthawk over here. Large shield booster. Let's see if we go with a Pith X large shield booster. Got some CPU problems going on. It's a bit annoying. I can remove these command bursts. Maybe that'll help a bit. The CPU. We get some CPU freed up right there. Large cat battery. Republic Fleet large cat battery. That's a very little difference. Okay, only 10 gigajoules extra. And we shouldn't be using our MWD. That's not a good idea. Waste the MWD like that. Let's see, now we can go with maybe a capacitor control circuit. And we can go with maybe a warhead or thrusters. Medium hydraulic bay thrusters to give some extra range. Missile guidance computer. Can do that. Let's see now, what have we got here? Got a lot of NPCs here. I think we just have to knock out all these guys. There's also some transport ships, I believe. Yeah, Angel Cartel transport ship. I think you have to take out everything here. So we're going to just go and take out everything. Go something like this. Just want to see here real quick. Missile guidance computer. I'll move another multi-spec over here. We'll put this missile range. What do we get with range? 30 kilometers? Okay. Pretty decent. And then we can maybe get with a remove damage control. Missile guidance. Enhancer. How much extra range do we get there? 2 kilometers. Ah, it's not that great. but it gives better application though, so that's something to take into consideration. Okay, let's lock up these frigates over here. Take them out. We can even stop using the MWD, don't want to waste capacity. Caldari Navy. These little frigates, they need to get some good application going on. Can have the drones when we go for these initial frigates right here help us a bit. But I think we definitely do have some good application to these guys with our explosion radius bonus. And we can also just wait here to, you know, get our capacity up. Look at that, almost 3-shot at them. That's a really good application we've got going on. Really nice. With the light drones, oof. Okay, let's see now. Where's the closest group? Right here. We can go to this group over here. Slowly make our way towards here, and then when they've just been destroyed, we can actually even start going now because we have almost destroyed these guys, and we'll need a bit of time to get to these ones over here. Let's see now. Who is the closest? These battleships over here, I think. Okay. So we've got these battleships and battlecruisers. A bit of a mix. The Angels, they've got a pretty hefty fleet going on right here. Let's see now, what is the range of our Caldari Navy? It's 21 kilometers. Not too bad. No, actually, not that great. But it is what you get for getting some better DPS and application. I think the heavy assaults have better application than the heavy missiles. That's another thing that's good about them. Not 100% sure on that, but I think they do have better application. So we want to watch our drone aggro as well. We don't want to get insta-popped by these Angels or have our drones get insta-popped. We can have our drones go for that guy, and we can take this Angel Cartel personal transport ships. Let's lock up the frigates because they're a big danger to our drones. We can have a lot of locked targets as well because we're Tech 2 ship. So, you know, 9 targets. Okay, that's pretty decent considering we have no, like, auto-targeting system. Tech 2 ships, they're usually, like, advanced in many different ways. They usually have a long targeting range, usually have a lot of max targets, good resists. So they have a little bit of tweaks to them usually. Look at that, we're knocking out these frigates at long range right here. Oh, that Hornet is taking a bit of damage though. Hope they kill him before they kill my Hornet. Yeah, we're getting some good application with our little Hornets to these guys. That's really good. Great. And we'll switch over to Scourge Rage. Do not need to have the Caldari Navy now. Oh, are they taking more damage? Hope they're not. Can have them move towards us. Actually, let's just recall our drones just in case. Because if these guys are probably attacking my drones. Actually, if they get good hits, they might like one-shot them. We want to be a little bit careful right there. But our tank is just so good. Look at this tank. We'll make our way towards this second group over here, so we can sort of have them all orbiting us a bit. Then we will always be in range, sort of. Can have the drones go for like lone cruise and that kind of stuff that's a little bit further away, or battle cruisers. Yeah, we only got battle cruisers over here. That's nice. Look at all these battle cruisers just focusing on us point blank, doing hardly anything to us, like taking minimal shield damage. Is really nice. What is our range again? 18 kilometers. Okay. Yeah, so everything's in range. That's great. That's great. It seems like this is a mission that's pretty decent for the heavy assaults because we just use our MWD to get in range, and that was it really. Look how many battleships are focusing on us. And imagine if it would have been even better tank if these were Serpentis, because then they would be, you know, doing the damage type that is more favorable for us when it comes to tanking them. It would have been even more tank than this. This is really a tanky ship. And I'm not even using purges, and we are taking a little bit of damage, but it's nothing to worry about. We're using extenders. We could have used purges and have even more shield recharge per second. You can see those drones taking out the stuff that's a little bit further away. It's really nice. I don't think it'll be good if the drones go for the battleships though, because I think they'll out-rep them. So we can have them focused now, because everything's really in range anyway. We can have the drones keep going on that cruise over there, and then after that we'll focus on the focus fire. Because they do have some active rep, I think, at least these battleships, and I don't think the drones will be able to get through him. Let's go for these warlords over here. We've got that guy who was trying to kite us like a little scrub, but he did not. And it's good that there's not a lot of kiting ships here, because that would have been really annoying. Yeah, look at that. Getting through this pretty fast, and we could be even faster. I've got one rapid launch implant in, but I could have a heavy assault missile implant in as well. That would give me even more damage. That plus the command cruisers to level 5, or command ships level 5, would give me over 1k DPS easily. Let's see now. Guess command over here. Go for this one next. Yeah, look at that. It's just a bunch of. We've got a little tick right there as well. Nothing impressive, but you know, it's there for the mission. Let's see if we can maybe grab some loot as well while we're at it. Let's see now. Anything good here? Nah. So anything good here? I guess large wreck. Large wreck. I think that the heavy missiles will be good for blitzing missions where you want to just like destroy a single target very fast, because then it'll be so that like the time you would take to, if you're just going to kill one enemy, then usually the time you'll take to get there will have a bigger impact, since here we just need to move and then we're in optimal range to kill all these guys. So it's sort of more efficient time wise, I'm guessing, to use the heavy assault missiles in missions like this. But then if we have to maybe destroy like one target like a Zor or something like that, it will be very easy to just use the heavy missiles, start shooting straight away, kill the enemy ship and just get out of there. So that'll be a good testing actually for the heavy missiles later, the long range missiles. Yeah, tank, absolutely no problem whatsoever. Shoot this Gist general over here too. Great. Hoo-hoo. And there's a Gist General. What do you think you're going to do? What do you seriously think you're going to do against the mighty Nighthawk? The mighty Nighthawk. Can you even stop using these? Because these will not allow us to jump through a gate, I think. They give us this combat time or something like that. It's a bit annoying. It's just the way it is. Okay, we'll align to Heora now. Actually, no. We can't align to Heora because we need to get something from these, militants right here. We need to rescue them. So we'll go and get these real quick. Angel Cartel personnel transport wreck. We can get that. I wish there were like looting drones. It would be so nice. You could have these drones that just go and loot stuff, but it would be making like the mobile tracked units useless then, because everyone would be using them, I can imagine. Yeah, unless the drones are pretty slow or something like that. I've seen 10 of them. I think we have got 10. Yeah, I've got 10. Good. Okay, we'll go to Heora now. Great. A mission well done. A job well done. Now, this is not some crazy isk right here, but it seemed like the Nighthawk was decent at getting the L4 missions done, and it seems like a definite upgrade to a Drake, because I know that a lot of people use Drakes in L4 missions. This would obviously be a lot better because of the increased DPS we get, and also some pretty good application as well. And these command bursts are able to amp you up quite a bit. I think the Drake is able to use one command burst. That's one thing that's very unique about these Tech 2 battlecruisers. They're able to use 2 command bursts, so you can have lots of bonuses. I mean, not like we need a tank anyway, so maybe something like a skirmish command burst would be very good. But you have more opportunities right here when you have all these different types of bonuses you can add to your ship. Okay, let's warp to the L4 mission hub and hand in our mission. I wonder if we can complete this remotely, actually. We can do some start conversation right here. No, you don't want to talk to me remotely. He doesn't want to talk to me via FaceTime, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he's a bit of a classic person who wants to meet up in person. Important to see that you're actually the real person, not some scammer online. Let's dock up here. Always got this cool moon outside here of Heora Station. It's so nice. A little view. Feels very characteristic. Alright, so we're docked up here. Hand in our hard work. Or get our rewards for our hard work. So, I mean, 2.4 million, nothing amazing. Loyalty points, 5.9k. I mean, nothing amazing considering the time. But I think that's decent for at least a first test. Tank was really good, so it definitely means there's an option to have, more application here, or better DPS in general. I often obviously have more skills to train as well if I would want to do this optimally. The heavy assaults didn't seem to be too bad, at least in the smuggler intervention mission right here. So I was just able to get in range with my MWD. It was pretty simple, and I think you can even put a MJD as well, because there's a special type of MJD for the battle cruisers. Let's see, micro jump. Medium micro jump drive. Ooh. Does this also go 100 kilometers? It's got a 180-second cooldown though. This is a bit annoying. 100 kilometers. It would be kind of cool though if there was a Marauder or Tech 2 battlecruiser that was like a Marauder, like a mini Marauder, so to say. It also was able to have a bonus to the MJDs like the Marauders have, and have some good DPS as well. That'd be pretty cool. I think that would be a nice thing to put those MJDs to some kind of good use there, or have some kind of special ship bonuses with them. But whatever. There we go. Nighthawk doing L4 missions. I like it. I like it for a change, at least from doing a battleship. Always done these missions in the battleship. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.